To begin this story, on average, 2.1% of Americans break their bones annually. Now, I'm not qualified, but I'm pretty sure that breaking a bone is very painful. I'm lucky enough to have never broken a bone in my life. The idea of the structures that keep your body up just cracking and breaking inside of you sounds awful, and the images of broken bones just make me feel queasy inside. Now, I want to believe that everybody has been injured or hurt at least once in their lives, and if you haven't, then you're either the main character of a sci-fi movie or you're just very weird. So I'm going to give you guys a look at the times that I've been injured and why I have a huge rivalry with a glass table. I've always been a huge soccer fan, as well as a player. Even today, I still play soccer. However, this doesn't mean that I haven't been injured on the field before. During this game, I was about 5 years old and was pretty new. However, during this time, my parents said I was the greatest player on my team, so I'd say I was on a hot streak. At the time, an enemy player was about to take a shot, and I was the only guy in front of the goal to block it. As always, a little kid doesn't know how to skill move, so he just automatically shot and hit me right in the chest. I still remember not being able to breathe and just lying there with my hands on my chest, just gasping for air. Being winded is such an awful thing, and everyone who's been winded probably knows what I'm talking about. When I was little, I would sit in places I wasn't supposed to sit and somehow make it work. I would sit on the sides, the top, and in some cases even both at the same time on a couch. I learned my lesson when I was lying down on the top of the couch. I don't know what show I was watching, but all I remember is lying down, losing my footing, and falling to the ground. I rolled off the couch and smacked my back directly on the hardwood floor. This is one of those cases, however, where you feel pain, but you just immediately don't. Like, I remember just getting up, lying on the couch for like a minute, and then I just forgot all about it. I decided to look it up and found that 8% of Americans experience back pain. So maybe because of this incident, I might be part of that 8%. Now, I believe that most of you watching this know what a pulled hamstring is, but if you don't, it's basically a type of muscle tear that happens in your calf. This can make it near impossible to walk normally, and your leg basically becomes super sore. During a soccer game when I was 13, I was experiencing some mild muscle issues and felt sore. My coach asked if I wanted to leave, but I said it was fine and I wanted to play. It was true, but I knew it wasn't going to be fun, and I got up from the bench. I regretted that statement the moment I walked onto the field. After only 1 minute of play, my leg began to cramp, and soon enough, I couldn't walk. It was the most sore my leg had ever been. I could barely walk, and my leg felt like rubber. I had never pulled a muscle up to that point, so I was terrified. Thankfully, I managed to get well a few days later, and everything is fine. I still look on that day wondering if it could have been worse. I believe that everyone watching this knows what a table corner protector is. You know, the ones that you'd have for square tables to make sure you or your kids wouldn't fail at life and slam into it, destroying themselves. During the story, though, my grandma had a round glass table, and obviously you can't have a protector for that. She's had this table for years and years, and even today she still has it. However, this story took place in 2010. This box will represent my dad, and this square is me. Basically, he was playing with me and letting me jump around, and on top of him, everything is fine, and my only guess is I got a little too rowdy and decided to jump really high. This picture was taken during the making of this video. Even though it isn't clearly visible, there is a mark there. My forehead smashed directly on the side of the table. There was a lot of blood, and it was the only time I ever got stitches. To this day, it freaks me out. I thought it was over. On the other side of the table, there was a chair, and during a stay at my grandma's place, I was just sitting there looking at my phone. I decided to get up quickly to show my mom something that I found, and I say quickly because orthostatic hypotension occurs when you stand up too fast and get dizzy. However, you usually only get dizzy. I got up and proceeded to faint. Everything span, and next thing I knew, I was on the ground crying with a sharp pain in the back of my neck. I had hit the same side of the table that I hit 10 years ago. The glass table is my biggest rival, and honestly, I hope that one day I get to smash it with a hammer until the end of time. So, I need to ask myself, will I get hurt worse than I already have been? I don't know, maybe?